Hello viewers, thank you for joining us in today's lesson. Today's question is on exponential equation, and in this question we want to figure out the values of x that can satisfy this given equation. Please take a look at this question. If you don't know how to solve this problem, I want you to stay with me to the very end of this video because I'm going to walk you through this process one step at a time. So by the end of this video, you will be able to solve this question. So with that being said, let us dive into this question right now. Alright viewers, the first thing I want us to do is to divide both sides by 4 to the power x. Let us do it. So we divide here by 4 to the power x and here also with this guy. So this guy and this guy will go over to 1. And I want you to remember one of the exponential laws. It says if I have a to the power n upon b to the power n, you can observe that this guy and this guy, they both have the same power. So I can rewrite this whole expression as a upon b, then all to the power single n. Okay, so this is very true. So I look at these guys, I'm going to do the same thing here. So I have 16 upon 4 all to the power x. Very true. Then with this guy also, 64 upon 4 all to the power x. Very true. Now you see that 4 can divide 16 and 4 can divide 64. So I have 1 plus, if 4 divides 16 you get 4, then all to the power x is equal to, if 4 divides 64 you have 1, 24, you have 16 all to the power x. Oh, that's fine. Now the next thing I want to do right here is I want all of them to have this guy and this guy. I want this guy to be in the base of 4 because I want to make this equation to be in the form of a quadratic equation. So you know 16 is the same as 4 to the power 2, right? Okay, with this idea, I'm going to transfer this guy to become 1 plus 4 to the power x, then equal to 4 to the power 2, then all to the power x, because 4 to the power 2 is 16. And now I want you to remember one of the exponential laws that says if I have a to the power n all to the power n, I can write this guy as a to the power n all to the power n. As if to say, I interchange the position of the exponent. Okay, that's what I'm going to do right here. So I have 1 plus 4 to the power x is equal to 4 to the power x all squared. Wow, this is nice. So the next thing I want to do now, I will say let 4 to the power x be equal to y. So whenever I see 4 to the power x, I will replace it with y. So I have now 1 plus, this guy is now y, so I have y equal to, so this guy here is y to the power 2, so I have y to the power 2. And now we have a quadratic equation. So if I arrange this quadratic equation in a standard form, take this guy over to this side, becomes minus y. This one to this side becomes minus 1. So I'll have y squared minus y minus 1 equal to what? 0. So let me rub off these guys from here. Alright viewers, we now have a quadratic equation on the board, and you can see that this quadratic equation is not factorizable. If you don't know when a quadratic equation is factorizable, I have a video on that. Go search it on my playlist. You will see I explain when a quadratic equation is factorizable. Okay, so now let us solve this equation using the formula method. But before then, I'll compare this quadratic equation with the standard form of a quadratic equation, which is ay squared plus by plus c is equal to 0. So at this point, this guy and this guy are same. So the value of a is this man here. So a is equal to 1. That's the quotient of y squared. And b is equal to minus 1. And c is equal to minus 1. So we plug into the formula y1, 2, the quadratic formula, minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Very well. So we plug in the value of b here and a and c. So let's do it right here. So we have y1, 2 is equal to minus b. b is minus 1. So we have minus 1 plus or minus square root of minus 1 squared minus 4 times a is 1 and c is minus 1. So 1 times minus 1 all over 2 times 1. Okay, so I just plug in all these values into this formula. So the next is to clean up this formula very well. So you have let me take all these guys from here. So you have y1, 2 is equal to, this guy become positive 1 plus or minus square root of this guy becomes positive 1, this guy becomes plus 4, all upon 2. And you have 1 plus or minus square root of 5 upon 2, that's y1 comma 2. Now at this point, you want to split the values of y. So the first y1 is equal to 1 plus root 5 upon 2. And the second y will be y1 is equal to, you take the negative sign now. Okay, so you have 1 minus root 5 upon 2. So if you want, these are the values of y. But remember, we made a statement earlier that we say let 4x be equal to y. So we are going to record this statement and we're going to solve this problem to get the real values of x. So let us recall the statement we made earlier so that we can get the real values of x. So let's take off these guys from here. Okay. And also, let's take off these guys from here. But I'll leave this one right now. Alright. So the next thing you want to do, you recall this statement. You recall that you said let 4x be equal to y. That's what you said earlier. So we recall this statement, and so that becomes, and you know we have two values of y now. So we're going to solve this problem in two ways. So the first one will be 4 to the power x is equal to the first value of y, which is 1 plus root 5 upon 2. And the other one is 4 to the power x is equal to 1 minus root 5 upon 2. Now take note, this is what we call the golden ratio. These are the values of the golden ratio, okay? So let us solve this problem. Now, I want us to analyze this solution. Remember, this case now, whatever be the value of x, we can never have a negative result. Whatever be the value of x, our results can never be negative. So you can see that this guy is negative. So because of that, we are going to ignore this solution and we're going to work with this solution. So from here, to get the value of x, you can just take the natural logarithm of both sides. So you have the natural logarithm of 4 to the power x is equal to the natural logarithm of 1 plus root 5 upon 2. And of course, by the law of logarithm, this s will come behind. So you have x lane 4 is equal to lane 1 plus root 5 upon 2. And you divide both sides by lane 4. Divide here also by lane 4. So this guy will cancel out this guy. So x is equal to all this quantity. So this is the value of x that will satisfy the given equation. So viewers, if you find value from this video, I know you now know how to solve this problem. Please consider subscribing and sharing this video. I want to see you in the next tutorial. Have a nice day and God bless you. Bye.